Good afternoon, everybody. Day late, but we're here. It has been a crazy week here. So we're gonna jump right in because kids are currently playing quietly, not actually napping. So, life, right? So today we're gonna talk a little bit about beliefs that ground you. I have several of these beliefs. We all do. Usually they center around a faith, a religious system, whatever. I'm going to share with you two of mine today because that's really all we're going to have time for. But the first one of those that I have is that all life is valuable and was made for a purpose. And that's a really hard and touchy topic, honestly, because of our culture, right? So, why do I believe that? Number one, I believe in God. God, in His Word, has put a very high value on human life. You go all the way back into the Old Testament, and He starts defining rules back then as far as how we should interact with one another. They're these way rules, right? Not this way is God in our relationship, and these way is human to human. So, yes, those rules are all the way back in the Old Testament. Sorry, frog in my throat. But also the value that He puts on the life that is grown within the womb. And there's so many of these references throughout the Old Testament, just with the different laws and what would happen if a baby was killed, or what would happen if a pregnant woman was injured, consequences that happen to nations for things that they did to pregnant women that resulted in their babies dying. All those are outlined in the Old Testament. So that's one of my core beliefs, is that life is precious and valuable at the time when the mother knows that it's there, which is conception, usually, or a few weeks after. The second belief that I have is also centered kind of around God, but that God designed our bodies beautifully. We were designed perfectly, and then sin came into the world, right? And with sin, it changed everything. Honestly, the way the body, our environment changed, animal relation changed, human relation changed, because all of a sudden we thought we knew best. And you're not going to get away from that. That is part of human nature. Now, unfortunately, it is. Just the way it is. But our bodies are still intricately woven together to function beautifully. You cannot separate one system from another. So many people look at just one system of the body, like the skin, but don't look at the gut. Those two are linked. Or they look at the heart, but not the emotion side of it. There's so many of these that are interconnected. They cannot be taken apart. That's why you have to look at the entire picture, not just one system, okay? When you're trying to find a root cause issue. So, one of those beliefs is that I have about the body being so intricately woven is that God's designed it to heal itself, to heal and preserve itself, if it is given what it needs to thrive. Now, there are times, yes, that something's not caught quite soon enough and it's just too late. You have to then, that's where Western medicine tends to come in with the emergency care and those surgeries that are often necessary. Replacing a heart valve that's no longer working. It happens. But I do believe if it's caught early enough and the body's given what it needs, it can heal itself. Sometimes that's eliminating something, eliminating toxins that are throwing it off, so your body doesn't have to constantly detox so much. Sometimes it's adding in key nutrients that you're lacking and didn't realize you were lacking. Sometimes it's using nature to simply rebalance the body, whether that's herbs, essential oils, tinctures, you're giving the body what it needs to heal, clean, and rebalance itself. Sometimes that's even just specific exercises, or movements to help the body do what it's supposed to do. This is where yoga helps with relaxation, chiropractic, realigning the joints, especially those in the spine. Acupuncture is another one that helps a lot. And it's all designed around the same concept of the body is designed to heal itself. Sorry. And this is one, I'll be honest with you, has honestly been challenged for me in the past week. That's been part of my struggle. I had some very curveball things swung at me medically, where I had to actually go into the emergency room for myself. I haven't been to a doctor in 3 years. Guys, I don't go to doctors. But I needed to. I needed to find out what was going on. So it has been a week of dealing with, what I've learned. I have a hematoma right above my cervix. So monitoring that as best as I can without ultrasounding, they found it via ultrasound. But then all I was given was just wait it out. The body will take care of it. It'll either drain or reabsorb. I'm not a waiting it out person. And it's been driving me crazy, I'll be honest. Today, I actually finally found a few things that I could use to maybe help my body clean it up and take care of it. So I started those today. I'm not going to tell you what those are yet because I'm going to wait and see what the results are before I promote something that may or may not actually be working. But I will tell you what I am doing is not going to hurt me because it's all based around food and nutrition. So, with that, that's been my challenge this past week. Also, why things have been crazy. But I'm still learning. And that's the key point of this, is so many times, this is not something where you just learn it once and it's done. It's something that you keep learning and building on over and over and over. It's not something you relearn. It's usually growing on itself, right? So I've learned about keys of nutrition and pregnancy. This was another stepping stone of another piece that might have been missing. Emotional connections, how the body works together. All of these are working together, and I just keep learning. And that's the key, is you have to be willing to continue to learn. When you're trying to use nature to balance the body, to heal the body, you're constantly in a cycle of learning because there's so much out there that God has given us. We just have to figure out how to use it. So, that is why the key to digging to the root cause is very important, because that's how you're going to actually fix the root issue. And again, that's probably going to uncover some more whys and promote more digging and research. But that's okay. We're human, and it's okay to learn. It's a good thing to learn. So, that's what I have for today, and hope you guys have a beautiful afternoon and enjoy the lovely weather and the wonderful weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.